Hi everyone. Today I will be discussing about the topic of substance abuse. Consuming substances that later turn into substance abuse or addiction is detrimental to the individual and over the last 2 decades and is a risk to our public health, our society, and the economy. Substance abuse changes your individual development, family and social influences, and economical conditions for business. When I say it affects your individual development, they tend to suffer more with mental illness. It changes their brain structure, so how we learn and process emotions and make decisions. It also affects family and social influences because of your cultural behaviors cultural values or behaviors start to change. You become almost rebellic about what you do, and you become rebellic on doing what you want to do, and you start experiencing anxiousness or anxiety when being in social or public settings, which makes addicts turn isolated. You see this a lot when you see former addicts and they talk about in rehab how they all just feel alone. They never feel understood. They never feel heard. And it all just goes based on because they put themselves in that situation. So drug abuse affects economical conditions for businesses, like dealing with workplace productivity and are attaining or holding employment. This can affect more than the individual, but loved ones and peers. This is something to be concerned about, because when someone is dealing with substance abuse, you bring it to wherever you are at. So if you are living with your parents, if you're living with friends, you're gonna eventually bring that type of energy wherever you go, and it's not only going to affect you, but your family or the people that care about you. This is another form of way of saying this. It's like a bomb waiting to go off. It's hard to help from the outside perspective because they don't recognize they need it and reject it, or they don't feel like they deserve the help. In the article named Drug Rehab Statistics and Success Rates, states that 35 million people are facing substance use disorders and need treatment services. Only 1 in 7 people receive treatment for their addiction. Slowly, drug addicts start to deteriorate over time, and they end up losing complete self-control that ends them to be in a bad living conditions, like being homeless. Some ways we can prevent substance abuse is becoming proactive. So this means educating yourself about substance abuse, educating the people around you, and just put yourself in positions where you are able to give that extra help, to educate others, setting up recovery campaigns, or creating clubs, or just a group that is dealing with the same thing, in case for people that maybe don't really know how to find the resources for rehab. Creating clubs at colleges, at local colleges, or at schools can really help younger people as well, who don't know that much. If an individual is dealing with this, best way to prevent an addiction is becoming aware of what you're doing, and the severity of the substance that you are consuming. And another thing that you can do is also just committing to change and discipline, and just sticking to a plan. Making sure that we are being proactive in creating change and decreasing substance abuse is essential to younger children. Why? Because younger children is what makes the world go round. So if we can stop this generational abuse from families that suffer through substance abuse, and we start reaching younger and younger children, we know that children specifically will benefit the world. This will benefit generations, and it's important to decrease it so that it stops ruining the lives of children and families. Thank you.